In 1914, $1 bought 4 German marks. 9 years later, it bought 4 trillion. This is the story of how an entire nation's savings burned to ash in a single year. Germany lost the First World War, and the victors were determined to be paid. In May 1921, the Allies handed Berlin a bill for 132 billion gold marks, an almost unpayable sum. That summer, Germany scraped together its first payment of 1 billion gold marks in cash. But the young Weimar Republic had almost no gold reserves left and no easy way to pay. So it did the dangerous thing. It printed paper money to cover its mounting debts. In January 1923, France and Belgium ran out of patience with the missed deliveries. Their troops marched into the Ruhr Valley, the beating industrial heart of Germany. That single region produced roughly 80% of the nation's coal and steel. Chancellor Wilhelm Cugnot called on the German people for passive resistance against the occupiers. Workers laid down their tools, and the government promised to keep paying them to strike. But Berlin had no real money to do it, so the printing presses simply ran faster and faster. More than 130 German civilians were killed in clashes during the tense standoff. Now the mark went into freefall and prices doubled, then doubled again within days. In January, a dollar cost about 18,000 marks. By July, it cost 353,000. By August, that same single dollar would buy you more than 4 million marks. Workers were paid twice a day and sprinted to spend the cash before lunch. People hauled bricks of banknotes in wheelbarrows just to buy a postage stamp or a newspaper. By autumn, a single loaf of bread cost a staggering 200 billion marks. The Reichsbank was soon printing single notes worth 100 trillion marks each. It became cheaper to burn bundles of cash in the stove than to buy firewood. Lifetime savings, pensions, and insurance policies simply evaporated into nothing overnight. In late September, the new Chancellor Gustav Stresemann finally called off the costly strike. On November 8, 1923, a furious Adolf Hitler launched a coup in a crowded Munich beer hall. His putsch failed within a day, leaving 20 people dead, but it announced the rage to come. On November 20th, the exchange rate hit its peak. $1 was worth 4.2 trillion marks. That very same day, Reichsbank President Rudolf Havenstein died suddenly at his desk. Currency Commissioner Hjalmar Schacht had already taken charge of engineering the cure. A new currency, the Rentenmark, was introduced to replace the worthless paper bills. 1 Rentenmark equaled 1 trillion of the old marks, and at last the presses stopped. Confidence slowly returned and prices held still. But the trust between Germans and their government was already broken. Hyperinflation didn't just destroy money, it cleared the ground for what came next. Follow boom and bust for the true stories of how fortunes and nations rise and fall.